Mhm. 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 Da-da-dum. Mhm. 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 Na 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 na. Ba-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Oke, Black Book. Black Book Part 3. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding.
Now we have a cross. You see, Vasha?
Big deal. A demon's cross. Sosietkas don't shun crosses either, I presume.
But on the other,
Why you call...
Oke, ini
being.
sudah
all
kemarin.
that's left for you is to get a name and a belt. Which will you start with?
With a name.
First, I would like to get a name for the girl.
Well, go to Vilgert. You'll
It's decided then.
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
You've been telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right. Where were we? So, I became a shepherd boy. He taught me this and that at first at Prokopi. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place, and my chief turned up drunk. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. He couldn't move a muscle. Well, what other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get almost all of them as midnight drew near. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads on the way back. You know how that place is. So, there I am, with the cattle tagging along. The moment I stepped onto the crossroads, everything turned upside down. Winds out of nowhere, and what you know, swarms of shorts. Figured I'd quickly draw a circle around me, and so I did. And these shorts were just swarming on the edge of the circle. All sorts, you name it.
Oke.
Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it.
What sort of spirits are those Baniks?
Masters of the bathhouse, like a Susietko in an
Susietko.
spa.
Hopkopie.
I don't think it was an ordinary place, the Banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worship the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Yam
Captain
or
Riptide.
Voipil.
We should tell everyone about the shorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. How did you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as a cross with no story behind it.
All right then, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
We
tell
were
him.
near a town. Plevna, it's called. It was a real massacre there.
Did you encounter any chorts there?
Worse, the cannon fire was so loud that all the chorts fled, if they were any. It seems they all fled here, to the north. So, there was this redoute ahead of us. Couldn't take it.
Redoute?
Redoute.
Well, it's a kind of a fortress. No one could get any closer.
And what about you, being such a gallant lad?
Hey, no jokes. Listen, I think God helped me. I went from the side and then found some barrels full of gunpowder and lit them. They blew up, started a fire. There was a lot more ammunition there. A lot of our enemies burned that day. I can still hear their screams.
Wow.
I suppose I will to the end of my days. I nearly died there myself. Since then, when I see a fire, I remember that redoute. I fished the cross from the river of blood, Vaisa. Are you happy now? Do you understand about the fire now? Ah,
What are you going to do with your new bride?
well, we'll get folks from the village to help. Well now, I'll build an excellent izba. And children eventually. What a life it will be.
Be careful, though. Who knows? The Bannock might be back.
That's good. The mother-in-law is always welcome.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all. Let's go. We'll talk.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy here on the sleeping bench. I'm sleepy. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
Aha. Setelah kau yang darahnya 150 babi.
What kind of demon are you, Ikota?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is.
Kota.
You know that. Wish to learn more? Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up on someone, got it, that's it. People will call you Ikota.
Kota.
Bet you can do it better than me.
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
Alright, I'll tell you. It's a long story, mind you. I've told you before, I used to be a Susetko. For quite some time, I've lived there. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? Must be over 200 years.
Ding, 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 ding. Apa sih?
I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better heed my advices if you know what's good for you.
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Izba in 200 years, eh?
What? What about it? None of my concern. I have to look after the household anyway. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way.
Oh, I'll show you, you damn short.
Wait, Grandpa. You will do a better job, won't you, Proshka?
Sure, I better want to ride.
What with the church, then?
So about it. I've stayed at Susetko there from the time it was built.
You were Susetko over there in church? Or were you...
In the church. I remember that well. But what was there before that building? Damn it. Can't quite remember. Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
What
How did you transform into a cat?
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why.
Wow.
Well, what you looking at? Scared, eh?
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father Tsar's army keeps them in check.
So you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Uy, uy.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house.
Tamunya kok demon.
I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
Cek sini aja dulu. Langsung bertarung, babi. Serang itu dulu. Dead. What a peddler.
Low prices, come and see for yourself.
Penjual ternyata.
Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
Malam-malam. Oke. Honeycomb apa? The grass will affect for all. Ya, tuh. Harganya susah. 423 lagi. Waduh. Ini bagus sih. Ini apa nih? Increase. Yang murah cuma 43 ini. Oke lah, beli itu.
Buy an amulet and that you'll be as healthy as a boar, demons fleeing from your roar.
You stumble upon a strange clearing. The trees are fallen, as if hit by a hurricane. Or perhaps the master of the forest walked this path. What's strange is that in the middle of the clearing, a single tree stands undamaged. You come closer and realize that the tree was saved by the prikrish herb that grows among its roots. You bow to the plant and cut it down. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. Near the covered crosses, you notice a jug of milk and a loaf of bread. It would seem that someone still visits these old graves. With sadness, you wonder if dead men need any treats.
Makanan goreng apa itu?
You leave some coins and rest a bit before continuing on your journey. A cart has gone off the road, but no one seems to be around, neither its owner nor the horses. The cart itself is empty except for one jewelry box, obviously left behind by the owners. Its lid is...
You carefully pick the item up and get ready to go on your way.
Kalau melihat travel gimana ya? Dapat 3. Nah,
From afar, you hear two demons arguing furiously. Their shouts make the treetops sway. It seems that they are arguing over a fish they caught in some peasant's fish trap. When you take a good look, you realize that a human soul is in the trap, shrunken in horror.
aku akan tanyakan apa? Aku akan ngomong dulu.
Yuck! A live one! Get lost, why don't you, while you're still breathing?
The devil himself can't order us around. I'll see you in hell first!
We've got no time for you. Can't you see we're busy dividing up the city?
It's likely to take you until the end of days, arguing like that. You're lucky I'm a witch. I can help you.
You can?
Yes.
I know how to settle devilish arguments, you bet. Those who solve my task first will get the sinner.
What sort of a task?
All shorts like tasks. There are no exceptions, it seems.
Oke, apa ya? Press to firm. Close the press back. Go on the leaf tree. A shot like to the dash.
The first one to count all the leaves on that aspen near the hills gets the sinner.
Ha! I'm the fastest demon in Chardin Uyest.
You? Is it I who? Hey, wait! No fair!
The demons turn into fiery whirlwinds and fly away. You break the trap and free the soul, and the dead man vanishes. You find some coins at the bottom of the fisherman's trap. You feel the power of the Black Book increase. On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, two cart drivers argue over who should have way first. They are arguing fiercely, not realizing that each has a demon over the left shoulder. It's the demon's job to bring discord and serve as a prompter of sorts, whispering lines into their ears.
Interfere.
You interfere in the fight and try to tell the peasants about the demons manipulating them. Unfortunately, they no longer listen to reason. When they find out that you need to get to the other bank, one of them violently shoves you past their carts. Their angry voices can be heard for quite a long time as you continue on.
Kita gerbang.
By the icy smooth surface of the lake, you notice a horse, anxiously shaking its mane. A couple of demons are tugging on its bridle, trying to steal it from its master, who is asleep beneath a slope nearby.
Like that bitch now.
You shake the peasant awake and point to his animal walking away to the forest. The vexed demons let go of the horse as soon as the peasant crosses himself and takes the reins. You walk along an old path through the eastern woods. At this hour, the moon shines especially bright. Everything around you glows with a mysterious light. All of a sudden, you hear loud voices and metallic ringing coming from the woods. You can only guess what this late-night commotion is all about. Trying not to make a sound, you go deep into the woods. Finally, the branches part, and you see a curious sight. Some Khaldoons, unknown to you, are trying to agree on the price of a pile of copper samovars. One of them looks deeply upset and constantly knocks on one of the items. It seems he wants to demonstrate its quality. You notice a pair of red eyes peeking out from the samovar.
Wih sajalah.
You buy one of the samovars from the bewildered Khaldoons. They hurriedly gather the rest of the wares and disappear into the forest. As soon as they are gone, your samovar turns into a demon.
Penipu. Jadi kau sama Bar. Gila.
You arrive during the long, pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort. The priest has already begun
Wiedelgort.
preparations for the morning rituals. He notices you, puts aside his chores, and greets you.
Who goes there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl. Tfu!
Morning, Holy Father.
Kolya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
No, no.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa. Don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name, an orthodox one, from the list of the holy names, from the Sviatse.
It can't be. Are you expecting?
No, we want to give a name to a demon.
You want to what?
Father Yefrem sways, walks back to the nearest wall, and sits heavily on a bench.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride, and what she needs for her freedom.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I can't give you a name. The church tricked you both. Nothing good can come of it.
Choosing a name from Sviatse turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider?
Apa ya, apa lagi ya? Christian Shallow.
What if it's not a demon, but a Christian soul doomed to suffer? That would be a sin for sure.
Truly. They say you are a witch now, Vasya. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds. Help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry winds. We'll go visit the field.
All right. You'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a heavy book with a silver cover.
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
Hmm. Biarkan kalian memilihnya.
Koля, she's your bride. You choose.
Let's call her Matriona. It's a good name.
You would name her after a respectable woman? Watch out. She might become a knower.
Thank you, father.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
Trick him and go home. No, 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 no. Menepati janji itu adalah bagus. But the
I'll
real.
try to thwart the winds. See you later.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the twilight of the dawn. Cold wind seems to penetrate you to the bone. When you step onto the plowed field, you sense a familiar shiver. This field harbors evil spirits. You find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a
Zalom.
Khaldun's zalom. The stems are tied in a knot and dusted with ashes and salt. Fresh grave soil, eggshells, and steamed grains are laid around it. You draw a circle. You feel that demons are not far off.
Wind, oh wind of the seven brothers, the oldest one. Do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west. But blow us warmth. Render good service to our people. Bring forth pleasant rain. Joy to plowmen. Glory to you, fierce one.
You finish reciting the Zagaver, and for a moment, silence falls. Suddenly, a creaky voice from behind startles you.
You sure are a strange creatures. Thirsty cursed. Then you bless it right after.
By you, do you mean us Khalduns?
Ha! Humans. Always on the border between worlds. And that is why you always lose. But who am I to complain? My name is Andriko. And you, I've heard about you. You're the new witch, Vasilisa.
Alicia.
So is it you who spoils the field, sending dry winds?
Spoil? You used the wrong word. I am helping the peasants, and I am a master at this. I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
Something else.
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that I came across this Zalom.
You don't say. Perhaps you know who's to blame.
The Zalom caused this chord to appear. Who left these weeders? Who summoned this chord?
Siapa yang menyumonnya? Khaldun.
You were sent here by another Khaldun, weren't you?
Right. You know, I'm starting to like you. I could even tell you who the Khaldun is who sent me. If you weren't so careful, the Zalom had already been enchanted when I arrived. Want to make a deal? Let me finish what I started. I'll send some dry winds, and after that, I'll be a servant. The famine will cause death in heaps.
Oh.
Have it your way. Come to my bestiary when you're done with the field.
Teman baru.
So the name of the girl will be a fitting name. You did the right thing sorting out that demon. Won't spoil any good crops anymore. The only thing left to do is visit the spinner. Vasilisa and I are going to see the spinner. There's nothing for you to do there, Kolya. Understand?
Sure did.
And one more thing. Don't say anything about the banya or the bride. The spinner can't stand demons. though she looks like one herself. Got it?
Who is the spinner?
A woman of sorts. Her name is Kapitalina Ivanna, but everyone calls her the spinner behind her back. She's quite knowledgeable. You don't want to mess with her. That's why I am coming with you. Don't go running your mouth. Speak nothing of the book.
Oke, aku tak akan bicara.
Got it?
What should I say to get the belt?
Good question, Vasilisa. Keep your ears open when you speak to her. Remember, do not mention demons. She does not like them.
Oke.
And you might as well disregard the fact that we needed the belt for a changeling girl. Now, if you show you are of knowledge, that would be
Jangan
good
sebut
indeed.
demon.
If she doesn't like you, or should you let anything sleep, the cost will be more than we can handle. Got it?
Oke.
Understood, Grandpa. It's time we were on our way.
Yes, it's better go to her at night.
Really? Naik malam terus?
I've arranged a cart for us.
Do you have any Kupala salve left?
What is Palace left?
If I only knew. We could fly, but feet will do. And another thing. There's this rich fellow, Petrov is his name. He asked me to check on his field. Says demons are ruining his crops. It's not far from Pintek. It so happens.
Well, Vasha, now I can say I've seen things. Cannon fire. A redoute, that's one thing. The devil himself, that's a whole different level. Still, I think that war is scarier. Much scarier than any chort. I still can't forget it.
You've seen too few chorts, Kolya.
Perhaps that's true, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to put up with it. I know how to get over this. I have an idea.
Fear.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of stepping right into the fire, if only something turned up.
You could die, you know.
No. I'm not talking about something like a campfire. And I'm not planning on dying either. It's not the devil I have to overcome. Man's greatest enemy is himself. That's what I think.
What happened down there, in the war?
Bah, Vasha, you wouldn't be interested. This war was thought up by the devil and none other. Not by the Holy Spirit, that's for sure. I don't even want to remember. The thoughts alone make my hair white.
Is that why you started smoking?
Well, look at you. They don't call you knowers without reason. Well, yes. I'll start with something small, I think. To tell you the truth, I'm terrified even when I strike sparks with flint.
Let's go, Grandpa. Book merchant.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
The wisdom that lies upon dark pages is not that of madness. You cannot paint me as a liar.
Crush head skill. Aku bisa membelinya. cuma satu cuy. Tidak, terima kasih.
You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source of the smell. A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast.
Yeah, put it to death.
You dig a small grave and push the dead man inside. You read a prayer and continue your journey. You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp area.
Where?
You watch as the demon twirls the snake above his head. It seems as if he'll never grow tired of it. Suddenly, the snake slips from its claws and flies right at you.
Oh, ingin aku melawannya. What the? Kok berkurang? Darah kok berkurang nih? Apa ini? Waduh. Poison. Oh, dikunyah, pantas berkurang tuh. Mana dia atau yang mana poison? Nah, ini kah? Poison bangke lah.
Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests.
Kasih bantuan.
You offer to disperse the festival for the host. His distrust of you vanishes when, after a couple of your zagavers, furious winds send the suddenly worried guests scurrying home. The host rewards you with some of the dishes from a banquet table.
Odd idol. Idol.
Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see a fresh towel wrapped around it. The forest around you is silent. You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims.
Hell.
You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the cursed spindle. Surprise!
Bantu orang-orang.
You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently. You summon the strength to go to Panteg and tell them about the dead body. You see the despair in the eyes of the peasants. It seems the girl was well loved in the village. You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you. You almost pass through the village, but the silence is broken by loud laughter and the sounds of an accordion.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on, join us.
I don't have the time.
Come on, your work is such a bore. 5 minutes here won't kill you.
This is a song.
All right, I have a little bit of time.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Join the singer. Gak tahu artinya.
On the field, you hear the steady sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border of a field. The man looks startled when he sees you approach. He stops and calls out to you.
Is that you, Yegor?
It is I, with Vasilisa. God bless.
God bless. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Why are you moving the border ditch? You moved it quite far.
For good reason. The Petrov's workers caused me nothing but grief. They deceived me, shot me in flour. Only they didn't steal in broad daylight.
Have you spoken of it at the village meeting?
I have. Not much good it did me. Petrov's folk silenced me right away. Sure. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
Ho ho. I'm cursed, a top man.
All right, consider them cursed.
You whisper a few spells into the wind. The evil eye will cast its gaze upon the man's enemies. But will it even do him any good?
They won't be able to say a word at the next village meeting. You can be sure about that.
Thank you. Finally, some luck going my way. Here is some money.
You take the money and and go on your way.
Let's go. Let's go off.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's
Okay.
blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer,
I'm
you
gonna
take
have-
the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Let's go. Spinner hut. Jangan.
The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest.
What's it? Yarn?
There are bright strings of some kind on the path. There are many different skulls and charms.
You approach the skull hanging by the door. Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking. A bird.
Oh, joy! And Noah, are we?
Giật nghe mấy.
Finally, some fun. My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place. Anyway, we'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles. Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through. Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your problems.
Well, are you up to it?
Wait, answer my questions first.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
I want to look around first.
Kayaknya kan pada si kakek.
So, how do you like this isba? Ours is quite a bit cozier, isn't it? Go speak to that skull. He's a doorman of sorts here. That's the spinner for you, always thinking up something crazy.
What do you mean?
I mean that it used to be a Khaldun. The regular folks aren't likely to chat with it. We, knowers, are used to this sort. It's something new the spinner thought up. Skulls such as these used to hang on the trees around here like effigies of sorts. It would be best if you passed the test. This woman knows me, you see, but she's not familiar with you.
What's with the yarn on the paths?
You see it, do you? Ordinary folk don't. The yarn binds some poor Christians to the spinner. It's a strong and dark sorcery. You had better go and speak to the doorman.
What else should I know about the spinner?
Hush, child. These skulls report every little detail to that witch. Keep your lips sealed.
Okay.
Ready to solve some riddles?
Have it your way. Ask your riddles.
Listen to the first one, girl. There is a hamlet, folks packed together tight. Come morning the cock sings, yet no man stands upright.
Okay.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright.
That's a cemetery.
A cemetery. Proper dead men do not rise from the graves.
Correct. You solved the riddle. Only that man don't rise in the morning. Believe me, I know. You may pass. Or you may try to guess another.
No. Aku ganti ke spinner horse.
Alright then, I'm off to see the spinner.
Hey, spinner. Okay.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlampevich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the Black Book.
Brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know. I let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless Kapitalina Ivanovna.
She has the stirrings of a knower, your girl. Wouldn't make a bad successor for you. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
School.
We met your doorman. What of that skull?
Some lousy Khaldun. And near it Nick, God rest his soul. Hasn't served his time yet, so he helps me around the house.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about this yarn you have here and around the house.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time you'll learn, perhaps. It's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
Jangan katakan tentang itu, akan bela saja.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt.
Oh,
Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her?
compliment the bell.
You're known all across the Uyezd for weaving the best belts, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
So I am. You aren't here without reason. I can indeed make good belts. You've become a knower, so I'll give you an enchanted belt.
Okay, thank you.
So what are you going to do with your chorts?
How am I supposed to answer that? I really don't know what to do with them.
Don't say the demon.
Shorts will help me become a powerful witch.
The filth will chew you up and spit you out. Never trust them. Yegor, the girl seems to follow in your footsteps. Oh, you're never after anything without reason. Always some kind of ruse. Been cooking up something with your demons, have you? I'll give you the belt. It'll help your pupil, but you'll help mine in turn.
Hush. Have it your way.
All right, here's your belt. Don't forget your promise, Yegor.
You won't let me.
Cie. Sorry, kakek. Aku mengacaukannya.
Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. What are you running your mouth for? You miss the whipping so much? Or does a Leshy have control of your tongue? Now we'll have to help her. Heaven knows with what.
I'm sorry.
All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves. Well, you've got all the items you need. Now we can try freeing your bride. Since you have the book now, I can't go. I'm not that strong of a Khaldun anymore, to tell the truth. And Abdericha is a powerful spirit.
Female.
She can charm and skin you alive so fast that you won't know what hit you. So, Vasya, you must prepare yourself properly. Perhaps you have some questions.
What kind of ritual should we perform? I don't remember you teaching me any such things.
I've never saved changelings from the banyas. I think you will need to go down beneath the floor. The bannik will test you there. You have all the right items, but don't forget your wits. Perhaps you have some questions.
What is that, Abdiricha?
Who knows where this one came from? These things all emerge in different ways. They say a bannik settles in a banya where 40 children were born. As for this one, the only thing we can say for sure is that she switches out children. Is it an accident? Or only the Abdiricha can answer that. Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.
I still wonder how word gets out in the land of Perm. I traveled to Vilgord. No one fears me like they used to anymore. Must have heard that I transferred the power to you.
So why weren't you killed at the crossroads?
So the fiends circled around me. Well, I think that's it. We'll meet Timofey soon. Then I see one demon wearing a red hat. So I grabbed it. Then everything froze. Turns out the hat was changed to him. The demons went round and round, glaring at me with their fiery eyes. And their leader says, "Return the hat. I'll do anything." He could bring back my brother, though. I asked him then, "Where do you come from, you accursed demons?" And what do you know? Prokopy, the holy fool, sent them for me as a sort of a sacrifice. It wasn't the master of the forest who helped him, but demons all along. The children who disappeared in Vilgord were also his doing. He fed them all to his chorts. Timofey among them. Devil curse Prokopy's soul. If I ever see him in hell, even there I'll try to curse him. I'll make sure he suffers.
What did you do with the chorts?
Send them to kill Prokopy.
Who is Prokopy?
In the end, everyone thought he had drank one too many. But it was my shorts. That's not the end of it. But I'm tired. Next time I will tell you about the Black Book.
Why would the Banya bride need these sort of things?
I reckon it's the only way she can get out of the ethereal world. She needs things from the human world. You see, there's no living man without a cross, a belt, and a name. This girl never had any of that.
Sitter.
Listen, Vasya, I have a problem. Before we go searching for the chorts, can you help me with this business of mine?
What?
There is this old friend of mine. Trofim is his name.
The hunter from Kishkanogov Sloboda?
Right. He disappeared all of a sudden. I don't know what to think after this Abjiricha business. He could have been captured by the Leshri. Vasya, will you come with me to Sloboda to help find him?
Slobodada. Okay.
All right. It's not far after all.
Right. Just a couple of hours away. Not far from Yenidor.
Wait, I lived in Sloboda when I was younger. I remember I had a stash there. Take it, Vasilisa. You might need it.
After a long walk on the old road, you see the wooden dome of the chapel, and then Pantina village itself. Tired from journeying, Nikolai walks into the first izba he sees to have a mug of kvass and to catch his breath. You grow weary. Something isn't right about this building.
Wait.
Soon your companion returns, and you continue on your way.
People don't use. Ya, ya deh. Jadi ambil butuh.
A dry wind drives small whirlwinds along the road in front of the person who is walking towards you. You calm Nikolai down. This Zagavar peddler is familiar to you.
Be wise and go forth. Knowledge will serve as your daily bread.
Oh, penjual. Jangan ke situ.
You easily find Yegor's herb stash on the outskirts of the village. In the gallbets of an abandoned izba, you find a pot that is covered in dust. As soon as you pick it up, shorts appear. It seems old Yegor.
Aduh, berdua lagi musuhnya. Cih. Enam, 8. Jadi aku tak punya nih, Pak. Ya tuh. Ya. Ya, aduh, gak punya lagi. Ya, gak punya lagi. Dapat. Musuhnya 2 nih. Kak. Cih. Ambil, aha. Aduh. Payah. Kalah.
You easily find Yegor's herb stash on the outskirts.
Gelut aja lah. Berapa 15? 1, 2. Depen, oke. Lima, 2, 5. Gak ada lagi. Wah, kuat banget. 3 kan? Tiga. Nah, kan oh mati. Oh iya. Skip the battle.
Recognizing an heir of the old Khaldun, the shorts flee in horror. You open...
Babi. Kok mati?
A lively small river pierced the sandy bank here, forming a wall above the noisy water.
A witch and a soldier. What a pair. A lord and a lady.
Crazy moment.
God bless. Is this the way to Slobada?
It is. What are you leading there for, huh?
Yeah.
Old woman. Maybe you've seen a friend of mine.
I heard he's gone missing. Well, such is life. But I haven't seen him. No.
Bertanya dengan orang gila.
You haven't, you
Gimana
say?
coba?
Not since the first snow, no. He's a hunter. Wanders around the forest.
And you, old woman, what are you doing here at this late hour?
Yeah.
Can't I have a drink of water at night? I've got no time for you. No time.
The woman abruptly jumps up and with impressive agility disappears into the bushes.
A strange woman.
Emang orang
Gives me the
gila.
creeps. Might she be a witch or a demon?
No, doesn't look like it. But
Well, Slobada is close.
Selebad iceberg. Sloboda.
You barely encounter anyone in the sleeping village, but Nikolai sets to work with fervor. You look around. It seems that the store is still open, thanks to its attached pothouse. A somber wall of coniferous forests stands black on the horizon.
Bertanya dengan villager.
Well, he went missing quite a long time ago. We've been searching for him for a week or 2 already, right? Must have fell into a bog of some sort. God rest his soul.
Well, well. He might turn up yet.
God willing.
did he go missing before?
In the middle of the summer? Never. During the hunting season it is to be expected. He went away for a long time. And now? Strange thing. Not even a drinker, that one. People saw him speaking to Lucaria, the holy fool, before he disappeared. People asked her, but she knows nothing. A fool, what do you expect? With the amount of misfortunes she had, no wonder she lost her mind.
Okay. Lucaria itu apa?
Where can we find her?
Oh, nama.
She lives in the swamps to the north of here, in a crooked little hut. I myself haven't seen it, but people talk. Though if I were you, I would keep away from those swamps. A dark place. We rarely pass there, only if we want to take a shortcut to Yenidor.
What happened to her?
She used to be an ordinary gal, but Then her husband passed away, and her child followed him. Since then she has gone mad. Left the village and built a hut in the swamps. Lives off a pittance.
What might she discuss with Rafim?
Devil knows. Ask her herself.
Devil know.
Tell me about your swamps.
They are called Kasyan swamps. I don't know who Kasyan is, but one thing is for sure. The paths through these swamps are winding. One could easily lose their way.
Okay.
On our way, we ran into a frightening woman.
That was Lucaria. Who else? Every village has its black sheep. We have Lucaria.
Very good,
Kola,
sir.
if you remember, the woman told us that she hasn't seen Trafim.
Right. Something's fishy here.
Yeah, something fishy.
Let's head to her hut and question the mistress.
Wait, you're not in nowhere, are you? Could you fix our creek? It's a bit to the west. Whisper a bit or something? What a creek it once was. They call it Dog Creek now.
Very well. Thanks for your assistance. We'll offer our help if we're nearby.
God bless.
Okay. Swam dulu. Dog Creek dulu lah.
A river flow has burst out from the overgrown slope and gurgles down the wooden trough to the crooked
Inspect the
platform.
creek.
By intuition, you look under the platform. You were right. You meet the gaze of a devil idol, dug from the earth by the flow of the river. Looks like the local peasants are
the
deterred by
picture,
this. You hold out your hand and grip the bronze goddess with the tips of your fingers. The moment you start to pull on it, a hairy paw grabs your arm. The ancient...
Ya, tuh. Oke. Lawan situ. Lawan itu. Ya, lawan itu. Dan lawan itu. Kok mati? Ada apa ini? Hari apa? One more death. For the hungry death. Ya tuh, ini gara-gara si ini masalah. Why? Empat. Dua. Oke. Kenapa langsung mati ya? Mati kira ya? Oke. No. Sama itu. Nomor berapa? Spirit. Iya betul, spirit. Ya sama, ya nggak bisa dong kalau gitu. Ya tuh. Aku mati dong begitu. Skip. Dan babi gitu ya. Cuma dikasih satu kesempatan, aduh. Ya tuh, ya tuh, ya.
Swamp water glitters menacingly with the sharply pointed stars of the night sky. Nikolai walks in front of you as you pass over hillocks and dry cockroaches scatter as you open the crooked door.
The creaky.
Though you lost the fool in the dark, Nikolai follows her tracks as if you were following her in broad daylight. You step under the thick canopy.
26, aduh. Gila. Akan mati dong. Kan. Betul puzzle. Bos 999 yang otak. Skip.
No, wait! Wicked people! Villains! Don't touch my child!
Jesus and his troops. Does she think it's her child?
Get out of the forest! I didn't call you, nor would I ever wish to, you damned Kuldoons!
Is she out of her mind? Or is it something we're not seeing? What sort of demon are we dealing with here? Could it be she's a friend of the Leshy? No, doesn't look like it. Lord, she nursed her changeling for so long. It's clear now. No one grows that much eating regular food.
You're a changeling, you damned witch!
Where did you get the changeling?
There's no changeling here. Only my girl, my Lucaria.
Try to remember. We may be able to help you.
Lucaria, hush, my girl. They will leave soon, and soon you'll have a nap.
You won't learn anything from her.
It's so unlikely we'd find the girl. Who knows how much dreadful food. I don't even want to think about it. Step aside. We'll banish this demon.
Banish yourself, you filth. Leave me and my Lucaria alone. Begone! Begone!
Where is Trefim, you hysterical woman?
Kolya, look around. She's been feeding a demon.
My child must eat, yes. He needs food to grow.
Cursed woman. I'll show you how to kill people.
Wait, let's question her first. We can't leave this chort alone. The next thing you know, he'll feast on Sloboda and Pantina.
That won't happen. We'll burn it. I have to do it. Shoo!
Begone! Begone!
There's no talking to her. Her mind is gone.
Here is what I think. She's as guilty for my friend's death as the demon. Who knows how many more died because of her? She has to pay for her evil deeds.
Yeah, the holy pool.
We should burn this chort. She can burn with it if she so wishes.
Nikolai lights the dry branches with his flint, and fire quickly engulfs the chort. Soon, ash is all that remains of him and his holy fool of a patron.
What a night. I'm glad that chort is finished, but I'm still scared. I feel uneasy about that woman. Oh, Vasya, we shouldn't have done it.
Nonsense. She might have tried to get the changeling back. We wouldn't let that happen.
How many horrible chorts like that is there in our Uyezd?
It's not the last of them, that's for sure. That's the very reason Khalduns are needed. To help the regular folk. And
Oh, I need to catch my breath. I better go home and sleep. Trefim. Vasya, did we at least help the right village?
there's no doubt about it, Kolya.
Thank you, Vasilisa. If you need anything, you can always count on me. Don't doubt it. Thank you, Lisa, for not letting down.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy. I ask what you wanted. I need to sleep.
Let's go. We'll talk.
Siapa lagi itu?
Oh, Yegor, thank God I caught you.
I am not in charge around here anymore. Vasilisa is the one you're looking for.
What kind of life is it here? Oh well, at least my cow is still healthy. What was I saying? Some time ago, I was walking along the Bonevsk road late at night. Then, all of a sudden, something clattered and shot past me. God help me, I made it home.
All right. I'll go check if there are any demons there.
I'm not worried about that. Put a Zagovar on me, will you?
Don't you know there's nothing better than the sign of the cross?
All right. I'll whisper something. What with you coming all this way and all?
Oh, thank you, kind girl.
Banyak.
You notice deep, humanoid tracks. It's unclear whether they were left during rain or if someone heavy walked here recently. You come closer and study the tracks. It is obvious now why you had an uneasy feeling looking at them from afar. All of a sudden, one of the tracks erupts into a blue flame. A demon appears and moves towards you, unwilling to walk around with some.
Nah, gini dong, gak ada. Ya, อ่ะเดี๋ยวนะปล่อยช็อตไหม Gila, nguranginnya cuy. Matilah kau. Udara.
With the demons gone, the blue light of the tracks fades as well. Amidst the branches, you notice a glint of the demon's eyes. It seems that the Chorts are waiting to ambush some unwitting passerby. Nikolai walks forward, pretending as if he hasn't noticed the
Gak guna memang. Kolain. Kampretus.
It seems someone was expecting you. Someone appears to have cursed the peasant's cow. The door to the abandoned banya opens with a shrill
Akhirnya.
creak. After that, the old building
Kesian
is
juga.
silent, waiting for the ritual to be. You start with the usual summoning Zagavar, hoping that Nikolai's bride will answer you.
We brought the things we promised. Soon you'll be free.
The girl tries to say something, but an unintelligible whisper is all that escapes her lips. Her entire figure seems tinged with smoke.
What's going on? We can't understand you.
The girl covers her mouth. Her figure screams despair. Tears drip from her empty eye sockets. You whisper an old Zagavar, and you finally understand what she's saying. Her voice...
The one called Banik dwells in darkness. She wouldn't let the accursed children go. The stove, the fire, the boiling water, the flayed skin. These are the keys to her domain. I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. Mind you, that...
The girl doesn't manage to finish the sentence. She is engulfed with flames and clouds of steam. The shelves fall over when a hole to the ethereal world opens like a maw.
So what now? We enter the abyss?
The entrance to the underground burns with unbearable heat. You recall this happening when you stepped into the maw of the Hellhound. This time,
Masuk sana.
the world flashes with blinding heat. You're familiar with the feeling of passing between worlds. However, once again, even on this, your third time, it sweeps over you like a sudden gale and slams you mercilessly to the ground.
Kolya, are you alright? I told you to wait in the banya.
But I couldn't just leave you like that alone. I can keep it together now.
Well, the more the merrier, I suppose. Anyway, there's no way back now. Follow me.
Such a fearsome girl. You'd better stay behind me.
Don't get yourself killed.
Come on, man.
What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain. What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain.
Stove? Oh. Gimana ini? Stove? The fire? And the appliance? Oh.
You continue your journey into the domain of the Abdiricha. Nikolai tags along.
Kau serang dia, kau kutuk dia. Emang babi.
The defeated Chorts vanish into the thick subterranean. One tight corridor leads to another. The lower you go, the harder it is to breathe.
Who's sneaking around there in the dark? We can smell you. We can. Reeks of life will clean you up. Get rid of stinking skin as well.
Greetings to you, Bannock hostess. Be so kind as to let us stay here, down below.
Hear us out, Banyak dear!
Invite ourselves, we did. I am the mistress here. Can't order me around, can you? Can you? What brings you here, down below?
Why do you steal Christian children? Why don't you let them go?
Who steals children? Who steals children? These are my children. It's quiet here in the dark. It's quiet here in the dark. It's warm from the stove. We are doing just fine here without you living ones. What brings you here, down below?
They say Bannocks rule over the Aspen demons.
Why do you want to know? Why? So what if it's true? Maybe not. What then? We want to ask something else. What brings you here, down below?
We came to ask for your daughter's hand. I have a young groom, you have a fine bride. Can we bring them together?
No! There's no brights here below! Only embers. Embers burn? Warm old bones.
Yeah? Who burned my arm then? An ember shaped like a hand?
Mark! Mark! Seal on the hand! You find it out. Figure it out.
Well, give us the girl. We know she's here.
All right. Have it your way. We'll show you a bride. Not one, even not one. Choose the one that's yours. You chose wrong. You'd stay here.
Yeah,
Here to stay. I'll steam your hair on a rake, then take off your skin.
Iya. Yang mana, cuy?
What should we do, Vasia? They all look alike.
You remember what the changeling said in the banya? I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. She tried to say something else, but vanished.
Well, I can choose on my own, I guess. After all, I'm to live with her.
Well, go on. You called yourself a groom, so choose your bride.
After some thought, Nikolai chooses one of the brides.
You chose. Guessed it. You got lucky. Probably just lucky. How are they lucky? Why?
We've chosen the bride. Now let her go.
Give her back? Our girl? No. We can't let her go, can we? No, a bride needs a dowry, right? Yes, I'll give you the dowry. I will. Choose the right one, and we'll let the girl go. Choose the right one.
What the hell is this?
These chests all look lush. What are we to do?
What'd your bride tell us? I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood.
And mine is color is of the blood.
Well, we choose the third one from the left.
We chose the third one from the right.
These demons sure are cunning.
You choose. You're the one who must live with it.
You chose. You guessed it. But how? The girl told you. You couldn't guess any other way.
You promised to give us our bride if we guessed right.
You did, but you shouldn't have. Right? No. You won't live here alive.
Yeah, too.
No. I'll flay your skin as a lesson.
You promised to give us the bride.
I will. Right after I take your skin.
Aduh. $150 lagi. Aduh, poison. Ih.
We've answered all of your riddles.
Sih. Mang babi yang itu.
Give us the bride and we'll leave.
Dead here.
Quickly, we have to make it. Did you bring what I asked you to?
Here is the belt and the cross. And your name is?
I can't believe it. Am I free?
Yes.
The demons can't hurt you now. It's dangerous to stay here. The place is unclean, not to mention all the logs flying around. Let's go to our spa. We'll talk there.
All right.
Akhirnya.
And the Banitsa vanished. And here I am.
What a tale! Well, Kolya, You sure got lucky. Sure did find me a fine maiden. A pretty one.
Come on, old Igor. Don't be like that.
Ah, don't worry. I'm not trying to curse you or anything.
I don't know what to do now.
Really?
So, Kolya, are you going to make good on your word?
I sure am. I'm doing it all by the book. Nice and proper. But where would the matchmakers go?
I remember the village the Abdericha stole me from. I remember the minute you freed me. I lived in Pakcha. My relatives still live there. Send the matchmakers there. Though I need to go there with Vasilisa first. You'll find your Aspen demon there.
Remember I asked you to question the Abdericha about an Aspen demon?
She switched me with an Aspen chort, it turns out. This chort now lives with my family. With my mother and father.
That's where we'll go. That's the kind of demon I need.
Good. I remember the way.
She's gone. I doubt she can follow you.
It's not so easy to get rid of her. Soon she'll revive in the dark. She can't die. I'm not entirely in the human world, to tell the truth. Until I'm married, she can bring me back.
Are you still alive after 18 years?
18 tahun.
Nothing to it, really. Wherever the Banya stove is lit, we're with her. Her mind has grown weak, sort of. She's rather old. But she's also taught me things. She's taught me quite a bit. I am an ogre myself, to a certain extent.
Let's go.
Oke, sip. Misi menyelamatkannya beres. Saving. And thank you for watching, everyone.